start record. Perfect. So welcome everybody. For those of you that are new, is there anybody new here tonight? Anybody new tonight? No? Maybe? Just opening up my packages of glue so that I can work easily tonight. And I'm going to move all this out of the way. And I think I'm going to work tonight sitting down because my back gets very sore as I stand up, even though I'm a much better stander upper crafter. I don't know how many of you are. Do you stand while you create? I do. I find it significantly easier. Sort of new? Well, welcome, Miss Debren. Welcome. Well, how many times have you been here? Like a couple times only? So I'm going to show you what we've done so far. And I'm going to move this out of the way, and I'm going to put this where it belongs, which belongs right there. Move this out for just a moment so that we can take a look at what we've done, and then we can move forward with the next pages of the book. So for those of you, I'm not sure the camera's showing. Let's see here. Let me just point the camera down a little bit better. Is that a little bit better? Okay. It's a little bit delayed, I think. I can kind of see that today's a little bit delayed. That is not better. Sorry. Just a second here. Let me just get the camera straight. Because it's delayed, it's hard for me to see what it actually looks like. So give me a moment. Okay, I think this should do. Perfect, perfect. Okay, welcome everybody that's on the show. The views are going up, so if it gets a little bit choppy, I'm sorry. That's what happens with Ustream. So the more viewers that get on, the choppier it gets, but it does get a little bit better. So, oh, awesome. I'm glad you watched our recordings. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to continue our mixed media journal that we have been working on all month. And like I told you guys, I will do some afternoon shows because I know some people have asked me to do some, and I know that we have some people from different parts of the world that are in different time zones, so it really works for them to have a show on their time. So I'm going to be doing that in the next several weeks, like this week and next week. So let me show you what we've done so far. This is the cover that we've completed, okay? And lots of dimension, lots of stuff on there. We have not yet completed the inside, but we will do that right at the end of the I guess of the month. And then we have also created, and I haven't punched the holes, but that's okay. We've also created this page right here, which is one of the clear pages. I don't know if you can tell that it's a clear page because in the back we actually stuck a piece of paper. So this is what we created at this page we created at the end of last show. Okay. And then, so this page will kind of go right here. I got to punch the holes. So we'll do all that. So this goes right here. And then there's a tag. So we created these little tags. This one, as well as this one so far. And it says, remember when. Okay. That's what we've done so far. So for those of you that are following along, we have this month's sponsor is Pan Pastels, right? So for those of you that don't know Pan Pastels, this is the amazing Pan Pastels, okay? And I'll be using them all tonight, as well as Your Memories Here. And they are giving out a coupon to all of our viewers tonight of 20% off. And the coupon code is Limor in capital letters, L-I-M-O-R. So if you go to their site, you will get anything off their site is 20% off for our viewers tonight. Okay. So you can follow along. And as soon as she gets all the supplies in, she will have most of the products that I use in this class available for you guys to purchase, okay, so that you can create your own year-end review. And remember, this is a monthly contest, so there's a link on my blog. So when you're done your mixed media journal, the year-end review, it has to have a minimum of 6 pages. Make sure you upload it to my blog so that you can be entered to win some pan pastels, okay? Thank you. That's a great way to do it, Yvonne. Awesome. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to put this aside for now because we don't need it as the show goes along. And we are using the Mixed Media Journal by Prima. And it's got, like I said, it's got several different pages, and we do have it at Your Memories here. And so today I want to create a really cool, funky mixed media page. That's really what I want to do. So I'm going to pick one of these funky ones. I haven't quite decided. This one's really neat, and I love the torn pages on it. So really, really love that. And there's also, I mean, they're all really cool. Look at this one. This one's really fun. There's an awesome canvas one. Should we work on canvas? Canvas should be fun. I don't know. There's just so much to work with. And then there's these ones, and these are the resist. So that's kind of fun. We could do that as well today. Okay, so let's get started with a couple of them, and then we'll see. Let's use this one for now. Okay, and then we'll do maybe a canvas one. All right, so we might get 2 or 3 pages done tonight. We'll see how fast I work tonight, okay, you guys? You guys have to root me on. So the first thing that I want to do is I'm going to take my modeling paste, okay, and I use Liquitex modeling paste. All right, and I'm going to grab my knife, one of these awesome knives, or you can use an old credit card or a old gift card or something like that. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a little bit. What's that? Okay, good. Yvonne, just make sure you text me if I can't quite see what if you're trying to get my attention. Text works great. And I'm not putting any in the middle because I'm going to be putting a photo there anyhow. So I don't care too much. And I'm just spreading it just like that. Okay. Not too much technique on this puppy. Just spread as you wish. Okay, just like that. Just like so. It's already pretty. I love it. Oh, is Christina here already? Okay, perfect. I'm just going to close this up because it gets really dry really quickly. And I'm just going to take my heat gun really quick and just give this a quick heat set. And modeling paste dries much faster than gesso. So for the shows from now on, that's what I'll be using. This is a good time to ask questions if you have any, since you have my attention. Do you have a commercial? What was the answer to the gesso sticking to the acetate? It sticks just fine. Oh, awesome. You have Romantique. This is almost dry, which is really awesome. Okay, good enough for me, I think right now. Pretty good. So now I'm gonna pick a photo, and I was thinking of maybe even, remember how I cut these little photos out? I might want to use them. I haven't, no, not quite. We're gonna use one of these photos, and I'm gonna cut them up a little bit. They're a little bit big. I really wanted some smaller photos, but these are the ones that I had printed, so this is what I'll use. And because it's a year in review, ooh, look at this funky one. It's kind of weird. It's got lots of specks and stuff on my face. It is quite weird. But I think it might be good for this theme because it's kind of a funky page. What do you guys think? I think so. Okay. Does it have to have journaling? No, it doesn't. It's really up to you. It's your own journal. So no, it does not have to have. So I am going to use this photo, but I'm going to crop it up a little bit. I don't want it to be this big. So I'm just going to cut it up just a little bit. I'm going to cut myself up. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave my necklace, but I'm going to cut it just a little bit. It's just a little bit too big. And I want a little bit more to the page to show. Okay, so that's what I want, about that big. Perfect. Just like that. But before I put that down, I'm kind of working up. Oh no, I'm not working upside down. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some lace. So let me just grab that. And Christina, do you have any of this lace left in the store, or did it totally sell out? Because I know it's some of my favorite, absolute fave. I can't remember. So we're going to use that. And I'm going to use some, ta-dum, I'm going to use some drywall tape. Some of my favorite textured tape. I love this. This stuff is sticky. You can get this at any hardware store. Like probably, oh, awesome. You have a, perfect. This is for sure my favorite Prima lace ever. This, you can find at Home Depot. What do you guys have in the United States? Here we have Rona. You guys probably have Lowe's or something like that. So, yeah, you can get it in this giant roll, and it's super cheap. It's drywall tape, and it's sticky, okay? So what I'm going to do is I want a little bit of texture, and so I'm going to cut this up. I'm just going to grab some scissors. I'm just going to randomly put it. I'm not too concerned about where it's going to go. There's a piece of, there we go. It was sticking up a little bit. And it's not overly sticky. So if you find that it lifts, just add a little bit of clear liquid glue. Okay. All right, perfect. Just like that. Joining two pieces of drywall together. Yeah, it's awesome. Awesome tape. I just love it. It's amazing texture. I love using it for lots of different things in my mixed media albums. Just creates such amazing texture. Something new, always something new to learn, right? Use household items. Just using a little bit more. I just love it. It's kind of like, it's like washi tape for me. It's just so fun to use. I don't even know where to put it. I just want to put it in places. It's just what I want to do. Okay, just like that. And I'm going to cut that little piece off. All right, perfect. And then I'm going to put my, let's see, I just want to know where my photo is going to be. Kind of right there. I want the photo to be kind of at the top. So I don't want to waste all that ribbon. So I'm kind of going to cut it right there so that it fits under the photo. Just like that. Fabulous. Because I like that some of it is sticking up here, a little bit on the side, a little bit on the bottom. Really love that. And what I want to do as well is I want to do a little bit of stenciling. So I'm just going to grab one of my stencils. And one of my favorite stencils that I just about ruined because I had it wet and then I left a paper towel over top of it. And it got paper towel on it. Isn't that brutal? Might have to buy a new one. Don't do that. Don't abuse your stencils, you guys. I don't usually. You guys know what a stickler I am, and I just wasn't taking care of it. So I think I might have ruined this one a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to stencil a little bit. It's from the Crafters Workshop. Okay. Oh, a few answers about what? Am I not answering something that I'm supposed to? So I'm just going to put this on the bottom a little bit. Just like that. Whoops, I just got some modeling paste on my heat gun. That's not good. And then a little, I'm going to move that off to the side, and we're going to do a little bit right here. Just like that. Fabulous. Maybe a little bit right here on the bottom too. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this in the sink so that maybe that paper will kind of lift off a little bit. And then the only thing I want to do is just a little bit up here, and all I want from it is I want those lines. Oh, you bought it? I know. Isn't that awesome stencil? The Crafters Workshop stencils are my favorite. I love them. I'm just going to put this in the sink, you guys. Okay, perfect. Oh, I got to tell you, I do like to have the sink there, especially when I'm doing shows. The journal, okay, good question, Sandy A, about the journals. So I've had several requests for the journals to be due, like to give an extension on the journals due to the holiday season. So this is what I've done, okay? I am going to extend the due date on these journals to the end of January because I know there's so many of us that are traveling during the holidays. We have lots of family going on. So what we're going to do is for January, we're going to skip another contest, and we'll just continue this one. So we'll do it through January. Does that work for everybody? Because I know everybody is just so busy. Okay, so that's what we'll do. I'm just going to give this a quick dry. Awesome. I'm so glad you guys are happy about that. Okay, good. I know lots of people haven't started. The holiday season kind of sucks a little bit. Well, you don't have to make a year in review journal, sweetie, but you know, if you want to, there's at the end, if you post it, you can win a prize of pan pastels. Just saying. Okay, good. I'm glad you're in. Okay. Dry enough. See how much faster, you guys, the modeling paste dries than last week with the gesso. So that's what I recommend, especially during the shows. Not that you guys are on the show, but that's okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this down now. And I'm going to use hot glue just because that's what I have available on hand right now. And it's easy during a show. And I'm actually, to be honest with you, I ran out of Helmar 450. Again, you guys all know that I use that stuff like water. It's just like water. Okay. A little bit of that lace and a little bit of my Favorito lace. I love this one. This lace is the Prima lace. It's called, what is this called? Where is it? Oh, here, 545505. That's the item number. Okay. And I should have ironed it a little bit before the show, but that's okay. We're going to make it work. And I'm going to put a little bit right here. I know, right? They should sell it in way bigger bottles. But you know what I was told by one of the design team coordinators, I think, that for the quick dry stuff, if you make it in a bigger bottle, the whatever solution they put in there to make it dry quickly will evaporate too quickly. So that's why it doesn't come in a bigger bottle. But wouldn't it be great? I actually asked that question because I really wanted to buy it in bulk, right? Okay, so that's a little bit of that. And then I want a little bit of a different lace. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to grab some of my vintage lace. And do you guys remember I went to, where did I go? That thrift store? Well, they had all this amazing vintage lace. So I think that's what I'm going to use right now. Really funky. Strands of anything and everything. So that's kind of fun to use in your projects. If you ever hit the jackpot with vintage laces, that would be my recommendation. Okay. Just go start thrift shopping. Yep, Fabri-Tac is okay. I just really hate the smell, to be honest with you. So that's why I don't use it as much. All right. So the next, and what I'm trying to, what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to create little layers. So this one is going to be a little bit shorter. It's not going to be as long, so I'm just going to cut this. Okay. Just like that. What do you need, Ava? What? You want to what? No, honey. I told you that you had to be upstairs, okay? Go right now. If you take a canvas, but you can draw on it, not paint, okay? Go. Get out of here. Sorry, guys. Just give me a moment. Here, take this and go upstairs. You have enough paint upstairs. Go. Go.
I can't reach my pants.
What?
I can't.
You can watercolor. Here. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second.
What's watercolor?
Take this.
Yeah.
I'll give you a little brush. Sit at the table.
Yeah.
And you can watercolor with this. You can put grab a little cup of water and then color these. Okay. There you go.
Ow.
Move your finger. Go upstairs. Go up. Up. Up you go. Okay.
Are you almost done, Mom?
No, I'm not almost done. Go upstairs, please. Okay. So the next thing, Hannah's not here today, so Ava's like feeling lonely, I think, a little bit. Okay. Just like that. Just layering. Somehow my hair made its way in there. Do you guys ever do that? I have long hair, so my hairs fall out as if like I shed like a dog sometimes. Drives me nuts. The Hellmeyer, I ran out, sweetheart. I was just saying. Sucks. So I'm using hot glue. It ran out. I know. It's horrific. It's a horrific state of affairs, you guys. Horrific. It's so fun to layer lace. I just love it. It's like therapeutic or something. Okay, just like that. And it's hot, hot, hot. Hot, hot, hot. And I'm going to make it go all the way to the end here. I do want to show a little bit of lace there. Okay, just like that. And Christina, do you have any of the Prima washi tape on your store? Okay. Can you guys see okay? Am I too far off the camera? Hope I'm not. And then I really love this one. Look at this awesome applique. I think that's what it's called. It's called applique, right? I just think it's kind of funky. It's funky, funky. So I want to use a little bit of that. Except a romance novel? Oh, okay. I don't know which one I've got. You'll have to tell me. I don't think it's romance novel. I think it's from this line. It's a light pink one. I'll show you in just a moment. But I think I want to use a little bit of it. Doesn't that look cool, you guys? And what I'm going to do is I'd like to have a little bit of lace coming down the sides so that when I do the photo, you can see a little bit on the sides. So I think I want to do a little bit of this one. Just like that. The light bulb. Oh, did you buy that Prima grab bag? Sorry, we're not allowing links. Actually, we're not doing it on purpose. The Ustream is not allowing me to put links up. I'm not sure why. It's really annoying. Sorry, you guys. Oh, you got censored? Was that because you were trying to put a link, or what was going on? What was going on with that? Are you trying to be bad? Are you bad to the bone? Probably are, Yvonne. You're bad to the bone. Just applying a little bit on the bottom. I'm just trying to frame the photo a little bit. And then we will go ahead and put the photo down. So this is just layering a little bit. Okay. Just like so. Just like so. And then the next thing that we're going to do is, I think that's enough for now for the laces. Okay. So I'm going to put this on the side for one moment. And then I'm going to take my most favorite Prima tool. And I'm going to sand a little bit of the photo to get a little bit more white edges coming through. And if you guys don't have this tool, oh my goodness, you are missing out. Let me just tell you, like, you are literally missing out. I'm not even trying to sell it. I just flip and love this thing. I don't know what I ever did without my Prima tool. It's the best thing since sliced bread. I know. Yeah, Ustream's not allowing us to post. It's really annoying, you guys. I'm really sorry. We do need our tools, don't we? I love these tools. And what's really fun is I really love this piece right here. And it creates some really like rough edges. Like you can do some really funky, like it's like a wired brush, which is super, super fun. So I kind of love that. That's funky. It's really cool for mixed media. Okay, so use that quite a bit. And then we're going to bring this back. See how it's a little bit better now? Yeah, it's really, really neat. I really like that. It creates a really funky, distressed look. And so the next thing that I'm going to do is I want the edges slightly more white. Do I want them more white? No, I don't. Never mind. I'm going to paste this. I was going to grab a little bit of our paper. And, oh, I'm trying to reach over. For this, I'd like to use a little bit of my scraps. And that's what this is good for. And so I do want to layer just a little bit. I don't want too much. I do love this. I just don't know if it quite goes with that photo. This photo is very yellowy, so it looks a little bit weird. I think the gray is a little bit better. So I think I'm going to use that. Okay, so I'm actually going to put this down, and I'm not going to use hot glue. I'm actually going to use my ATG. If you put hot glue in the back of a photo, by the way, you guys, big no-no, you're going to see all the little glue strips that you put because it's thermal, right? Yeah, the gray is way better. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to tear the bottom. So just like that. We're going to be using some pan pastels and sprays in a moment, so no need for just like that. Ta-da. Now you can't quite see, my amazing lace on the bottom. So I'm going to cut a little bit, I'm going to rip a little bit more off. Just like that. Perfect. And then I'm going to take my distresser and I'm going to distress these edges right here. Okay. Just like that. And even these ones too. And so what I'm going to do, oops, I'm getting stuck to my big piece of tape, so I'm going to put that aside for a moment. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to take my pan pastels, and I think I'm going to take this pink one, which is, this color is, I can't see because the pads are there. It's called Red Iron Oxide Tint. Okay. Pan pastels are unbelievable. All right, hang on a second. I'm just trying to put this back together. There we go. And then I'm going to take my oh so amazing tool. I'm going to use this one, this big one for right now. And what's really great with this tool is that you don't have to worry about contaminating the next color. So, and they're pretty dust free. They don't emit a lot of dust like regular pastels, so that's really awesome. And they're super highly pigmented, you guys, which is pretty fabulous. Whoops, there we go. I'm going to take this picture off and I'm going to grab a little bit of my pastel and I'm going to rub around the lace a little bit to give it a little bit of color. I don't want a ton, but just a little bit. Okay, just like that. And especially on the raised stencil that we put, because what it'll do is it'll kind of make it stand out a little bit. Okay, and some of the pieces will break off, which is perfect. It's kind of what you want. And then not this show, but I think next show I'll show you how to draw with the pan pastels. It's just not in the plan today. Just fine. Right? Just like that. Oh, are you close to Donna Downey's studio? That'd be pretty amazing. She's awesome. I love her. Okay, just like that. Yeah, I think there's enough. I'm just going to put a tiny bit more because I'm obsessed with them and I just like to color with them. It's like I just can't quite get enough. I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. Sorry, I had to sing. Right? It was inevitable. You knew I was going to sing. Oh, awesome. It is a cool shade, right? Okay. Oh, you said cool sandy. Sorry. I'm going to grab the next color. I'm just trying to find it. I'm sure I put all of my colors that belong to this. Yeah, I kind of used this green last time, but I'm not going to do that. I want a little bit of this yellow, and the rest of my colors haven't arrived yet. So I'm kind of like, oh. I'm going to use this yellow, and what's really great with pan pastels is if you have a paper towel or something beside you, you can just take that off and that's it. Like, it's done, and now you can use that same pad, right? And look, it doesn't contaminate it. Isn't that awesome? And this color is called, Diary Lied Yellow Tint. Okay. I'm getting people addicted to these pan pastels. I just love them. I'm just adding a little bit of yellow. See, sometimes you don't always have to use your sprays, right? Even though here I am, I'm the Canadian distributor for Lindy Stamp Gang. But there are times that it's kind of fun to use other mediums. So you're not limited to one type of medium, right? So, I mean, I use my sprays for everything. But it's kind of fun to mix it up every once in a while too, right? All right, just like that. Just a little bit of yellow, and it gives it a little bit more of a pop. And then what I'm going to do before I do anything else is I don't want it to go, I don't want the color to fade over time or kind of, if there's water gets sprayed on it or anything, I don't want it to go away. So what I do for my pastels, I use Spectra Fix, which is a pastel fixative. Okay, and so I'm going to give it a quick spray. Okay, just like that. And I'm just going to give this a moment to dry. It dries really quick. And you guys, I know lots of you have emailed me about this, so I'll just tell you all. This fixative is, it says it uses a milk protein and grain alcohol to provide you with non-toxic, workable, full archival fixative for pastels. Okay? So it's really, really great. Just give me a moment. Hello? Hi, I'm just in a class right now. Can I call you back? Thanks. Okay, bye. Sorry, I thought I was the person that had my oldest daughter coming to drop her off, so I had to answer that. I have you buying all kinds of products. Why did you say poorly more? Okay, so this should dry fairly quickly. I'm just going to give it a quick fan. Any questions while I'm just while I'm fanning away? And what I want to do is, because I said that I really like my sprays, I think I want to use one of the sprays. I just want to ensure this is the right color. Oh, this is barely has anything left in it. Just a moment. I'm going to put it in a little mini mister. And this is called Marigold Yellow Orange. And because the paper line, if you look, does have some awesome little oranges in there, so I want to ensure that we capture that a little bit. I'm not sure if this will do or the Baya Boogie Gold. That one's kind of the same type of orange. Let me just spray it on the side here. I use my sprays so much that I barely have any left. Hang on. I am going to have to put them in a mini mister because I barely have anything in here. So I'm going to put this Baya Boogie Gold in there. There's like a droplet on the bottom. So this one's called Baya Boogie Gold. Let me just put that in. Not much left. And I'm going to just, I have to get a new supply of sprays. And I'm going to give it a little quick spray if my mini mister works. There we go. Oh, that's awesome. See? You can always use sprays. Yeah, it does, isn't it? Look at that. That looks awesome. So now we need to embellish a little bit. Right? What do you say? So I am going to put the photo down so that I can spray some of the edges. So now I can go ahead and use hot glue. Just like that. And as you guys know, I never quite do all of this side so that I can tuck things underneath, right? It's always the way to do it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a paper towel, okay? And to protect my photo, I do want to get some of the edges of that paper, but I don't want to get my face. My face is orange enough there. I really don't want it to be any more orange. So just want to ensure. Not much left in there. Perfect. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paper towel and pat dry just a little bit. And then because I have some on my paper towel, I can actually put some on the edges that I didn't spray. And then it becomes a little bit more unison. Okay? Just like that. and it starts to blend just a little bit better. What's Inca Gold? Oh no, you know what? I actually haven't. I have not used Inca Gold, but I know what it is. Yes, that's right. It's kind of like Rub and Buff. And you know what? I've been meaning to get some, and I just haven't. Because you know me, I have way too much stuff. It's like one more thing to try, right? Just always trying new things. Okay, I want to blush this a little bit. So I'm going to add some funky Prima things. And these are these awesome buttons from the collection. And we're using the Rondelle collection. This is number is 559281. Okay. And I am going to find some funky ones. I like Fly High. That's really neat. Fly High. I don't want to use too many buttons. I just want to use maybe a couple. 3. Good enough. Okay. I don't know where I want them yet. Okay, so that's what we're using. And then just grabbing a couple more. And I really want to use these awesome Junkyard Findings vintage trinket light bulbs. They're called Typo Bulbs 2. And you know what, you guys? If you guys don't actually like what it says on here, did you guys know that you can actually erase this? And you can use a stamp, or you can use another rub-on, and you can totally change what it says on there, which is really, really neat. And so I'm going to put, what do you guys think? Inspire, create, live, adventure, or enjoy? What do you guys like? It's create, inspire, enjoy, live, or adventure. You can use an eraser. Just any like white eraser, and you can erase it right off. It's because it's kind of put with it's like I don't know, like a rub-on that's on there. Yeah, I just don't feel like getting up and getting a adventure. I don't know, I kind of like yeah, I like adventure. Adventure's fun. Let's adventurize ourselves. Oops. Okay. Just like that. You like inspire? I guess we're doing adventure, since that's the first person that spoke up. So that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Okay, so now all we're doing is we're just embellishing, and it's all about a little bit of layering here and there. Okay, and I'm just grabbing a couple other items. And I'm thinking, where are they? Here they are. I really love, you guys know how much I love these clocks, these Prima clocks. So I'm going to use one of these in here, because I just love them, and we can spray them a little bit. So we'll put that in there, and let's use a little bit of the wooden pieces. So some of this collection comes with these awesome wooden pieces, which I think I've already used. These tickets are called 559212 from this collection. Something just fell down, hang on. A little bit of a mess right now. Okay. So I really, what does this say? It says cherish every moment, which is cool. What does this one say? Friends? No. There's no friends on there. But I do like this black one. That's kind of funky. I do like black because there is black on there already. So that's really fun. I'm kind of covering a little bit of that. It's all about playing right now, right, you guys? You guys know what it's like. Haven't decided where I want everything. What's really neat is don't throw these guys out. And I'm not going to say make mold. I'm going to say you can do really funky things with this. You could totally put something in here. Like, look how funky that is. That is just way too cool. You could totally paint this and make this into a light bulb. So don't ever throw your stuff out. This is so, so great. I love that. I think I'm going to put this here. Just like that. And then the clock coming out like this. And we do need, oops, sorry, my nails are not allowing me to grab this. And then what we're going to do is we need some flowers. We need some flowers and we need more spray. That's what we need. Maybe right here. Maybe I don't like this button. I think that's what's bugging me. Let's be real. Okay, maybe we'll put that on the top. I kind of like that. That's funky. Like that much better. Yeah, you can totally turn it into a hot air balloon. That would be awesome. Maybe we'll do that on the next page. Okay, so we'll do that. And I'm just going to grab, you guys, I want to show you, give me a moment. I'm just going to grab it for you. I want you to look. You can find inspiration in absolutely anything. And I do keep, I'm going to show you, I'm going to put this off to the side because I'm going to use it in a moment. You can find inspiration in anything. And I keep a really big box of findings. And this is kind of like my go-to box. And like, look at, like these are the funkiest little things, like 20 cents. Little gears and things like that. I mean, anything. You can make things out of anything. Okay? And just go to your thrift stores and you'll pay like, you know, cents for this stuff. Like, check out these cool knobs, right? These are really, really cool knobs that you can turn into a flower, right? So just like be totally creative. Like, I don't even know what the heck this is. And I love these. These are just awesome for your layouts. These are fabulous. We're going to use one of these tonight, right now. And I don't know, this is kind of fun. And I don't know. What else? Maybe one of these would be really fun. So we'll use that. The rest is a little bit too heavy. Maybe we'll use some of these gears. Okay. And maybe one of these buttons as well. Yeah. That's what we'll do. And we'll put this to the side. And, you know, one of the people that really inspires me is Finnabar. Is that how you say her name? She's awesome. I mean, she comes up with the coolest stuff. I've had a box like this way before I even knew about her. And I used to kind of like put it inside my in my layouts, but you know what, she takes it to a whole new level. So she's amazing. If you guys have a chance to see her work, please do. She's unbelievable. And so these gears are really, really fun because you can just kind of stick them everywhere. I'm going to go ahead and start actually putting some of these down because this is mixed media. I can just start putting stuff down. No need for it to be perfect. Okay, just like that. And my nails are the worst because I have a hard time grabbing things, especially things that are slippery like this. Just like that. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. These are little computer chips that I found. I don't know what the heck they are, but they're little like computer chips. They're cool. I thought I'd grab them the other day. They were really fun. Yeah, totally. I love her stuff too. Okay. And we'll put that right there. This sucker is heavy, man. So it's got to stay. And then this, which should be, I just don't want to burn my fingers when I'm doing this. This is why I don't overly love to use hot glue, because I burn my fingers very, very easily. And what's really cool is that here's a circle, and you can go ahead now and put a really cool button in there, right? You can put a button, and then you can even put a cute little flower in the middle, right? You can just keep adding layers to things. So fun, right? This is how you start creating. And then you grab some of these. These are really fun, but you gotta watch because they have the little nails. And you can get these at your regular hardware store, but this you can just kind of put like that. So we'll add these in here, and we'll actually add it to the top, just like that. Just like that. I'm not sure if I want one or if I want two, and maybe one coming down here, or maybe one tucked in. I don't know. Maybe one up here, one up here. Who's creating alongside with me? Okay, never mind. I'm not going to put this one on. I think one is more than enough. And what's really neat is that this has little holes, and I'm going to take these cute little gems, and I think they belong to this collection. Maybe not. They're Prima gems, 551346, and I like them because they're muted. They're not like super sparkly, and they have the same colors that we just used. So I can go ahead and put use the little dots, and this is gonna suck because you guys know me and my nails. And how am I gonna do this? I don't know. There we go. It worked out okay. I just love how this matches now. They are so neat. They must be from this collection because they match just perfectly. Just like that, and it fits in the holes just perfectly. I know, aren't they awesome? I love the Prima gems. I have to admit, I don't use them enough. Like, I don't use the gems in my projects enough like I used to. I used to use gems all the time, but not anymore. I don't know why. Not that I don't like them, I just stopped using them as much. Okay, perfect. I really like that. And just put this back. And I do want a couple other little pieces here and there. I just like to over embellish. And then I'm going to grab some awesome flowers, right? Our amazing flowers from this collection. So we're just going to continue from this collection. And I'm just going to open this up. And this one was called the Rondell Collection Timido, 562427. Okay. And I kind of like one down here somewhere. So I'm just going to add it right now. Just like that. Just like so. Okay, perfect. And you guys know how much I love these guys, and we're going to spray them a little bit. They're called the Serenade White, and I used them last time as well. So we're going to use them right now. And I just really love opening them up. They open up so beautifully, and they fit so perfect right there. So that's what I'm going to use right there. Just like that. And I kind of like that they're kind of squished. They look even so much better that way. Perfect. All right. Just like that. And then we're going to put some down here. Just like so. Love that. What do we have on tonight? I just want to just take a look and see who's all on tonight. Oh, awesome. So much. Sorry, I'm just taking a moment to look at the list of who's joining us tonight. Yay. So nice to see everybody on here. Thank you for joining. You love the picture? It's funny, if you get really close, the picture's awful. It's really grainy. I took it with my phone and it was quite dark, so it looks a little bit weird, but that's okay. It's perfect for a mixed media page, right? So that's why I used it tonight. And do I want more flowers? Maybe like up here? I don't know. I'm thinking so, but maybe not quite this one. We're going to use another white one. And for those of you that missed the show last time, I'm going to show you a cute little technique to use with these awesome little wires. Okay, just like that. And I have these guys, and Christina will not have these in her store. I got these a long time ago. I can't remember where they're from, maybe Twiddly Bits or something like that, but they're these awesome little wings. So, with these journals, you guys, it's really awesome to be able to use stuff in your stash as well, right, as the products that you can purchase for sure. But we all know we all have so much stuff in our stash, right? So it's really great to be able to use what we have as well. And what I want to do is I want to paint them a little bit white and then spray them. I don't just want to... and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint them with my gelatos. So this is my white gelato. I'm going to see if this works. Oh, it totally does. It's awesome. And I'm not going to paint it all the way. I do want a little bit of the brown to show, just because it's very mixed media-like. So I love my gelato. And then I can go ahead with my finger and move it around. And that's the beauty of the gelatos. And it's not super white because it'll still take on that wood underneath. It's like one more thing to have, right? Sorry, you guys. I'm just adding to your purchasing list. But I do love them. Everything I show you is things I just love. I wouldn't, you guys know that I wouldn't promote anything I don't love. It's just not my style. Oh, who are you talking to, Yvonne? Okay, it just kind of got stuck on the edges because it's got so many little sharp edges in there. I'm just kind of shaking some of those chunks off. Look at, it's gelato-rific on my page. Perfect. And then what I want to do is I am going to spray the page a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and put these down. And I wonder if I should just do one. No. I want to do two, but they're really big and chunky. Very chunky-like. That's okay. We can still add them, right? Chunky, I think, is okay. Chunky, chunky. Just like that. Just like that. Fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. And I kind of want something coming down for a minute. So, just finding what I need. And I'm thinking we're going to use one of these cute little charms that we used last time. And these are called the Genie Stones Gold Wrap. Perfect. Just like that in the middle. Just needs a little gem. Okay? Just like that. Alright. So let me show you the little technique that we used last time. It's a super simple technique, and I'm sure most of you know it. But all you do is you take a little pencil and you wrap it around. These are those extra wires that you cut your flowers off. And then now you have little... what are these called? Coils that you can add to your layout. It's like a free embellishment. Who knew? Right? So now you can put that down, and then we're going to use these because why not? Okay, just, oops, I didn't do a very good job with this one. I'm going to redo it. How's that sound? Just like that. And you guys, if I hear the doorbell, I have to go get it because it's my oldest daughter coming back. Okay. With a friend. And one more. We'll do one more in here, I think. We'll see. Just like that. Yeah, we're going to have it come out of there. And then I think we'll start to move on to the next page. We'll add maybe a couple little more flowers, and then we'll move on to the next page. To the back side. Because look, it's already 8 o'clock. Isn't that crazy how it goes? Time flies when you're having fun. We're going to add a couple of leaves in there. Just for fun. And you know what? This leaf is a little bit big. So you guys know me, right? I cut my leaves in half. And you have extra leaves. Who knew? You don't need to use a full leaf. So much fun. Saves on the amount of money you spend on your stash, right? Okay, and I'm going to do that as well right here. Just like that. And we'll add it right here. Just like so. Okay. Perfect. Now we're going to, I'm going to gesso this a little bit just so that the spray can adhere a little bit better. Otherwise it won't. Actually, I'm going to use modeling paste instead because the modeling paste works really, really well. So I'm just going to add a little bit. Okay. And even a little bit right here to these guys. These will be really, really fun. A little bit of modeling paste right here. It adds texture and your stuff will stick really, really well. Okay. Especially your metal, your sprays will actually stay on that metal, which is really great. And even on the wood a little bit, wherever you put it. Okay, so I'm going to give it a quick heat set. Are we learning anything new today? Just want to check in. Oh, good. I'm glad you heart it. All right. So we're going to give this another quick spray. I'm not sure there's anything left. Let me see if I can find a little bit left from that bottle. There's barely anything in there. Whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. One moment. I'm just going to add a tiny bit more. Okay. Just like that. I love using my mini misters for things. Okay. Just like that. And I'm going to give it a quick spray. Okay. There we go. And you'll notice it won't stick to the glass unless I put modeling paste on there. So then I can ensure that the adventure still comes through. Right? Which is really awesome. Okay, and then I'm going to do a little bit of drippage, so I'm putting it just like this so that it drips a little bit. Okay, I want a little bit of drippage. Drippage is just too much fun. Just like that. Okay, and I'm going to do a little bit of drippage right here. Oops, I'm spraying everything. And then maybe a little bit this way. This is how you get fun drippage. Okay. Just like this. Whoa. Just watch where your gotta watch where your thing is pointing. Not the way I'm doing it. Oh, I think this is empty. There we go. A little bit of drippage right there. Okay. Check out the page. What do you guys think? I know. You guys should see. I sprayed like half my room just now when I was spraying it. It's so funny. You like that? Okay, cool. Let me give it a quick heat set. And yeah, I was going to tell you something else, but I'll do that in the next page. And one of the things that I'll do is I usually like to add journaling here and there once I'm done my book. I just don't like to do it while I'm creating. It screws up my mojo. At least that's the story I'm sticking to. So we're going to do the next page. Just give me a moment. I'm just going to put these away so that they're not in the way. Perfect. And I'm going to turn this over. Just make sure everything's pasted down. Yeah. All right, cool. Ooh, look at the back. Got a little bit dirty. Not that it matters, actually, but it looks really nice. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do a really fun page. So this show goes till 8:30, right? Everybody still sticking with me? I hope you say yeah. Yes, Leemore, we're sticking with ya. So I do want to do a little bit of fussy cutting. I promised that I was going to do this offline last time, and I didn't. So I'm sorry for the painful thing that I'm going to take you through right now. But I really do want a little bit of fussy cutting on this thing. I just think it'll be really nice. Unless we do something a little bit different. Let's do something different so I don't have to fussy cut on line with you. Okay? I'll spare you the pain of fussy cutting. Okay, I'm just grabbing another piece of paper here. So we're going to use this one. Ooh, might do a little fussy. A little fussy. Just like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut maybe some of these flowers out as well. So what I'd like to do is I am going to cover this piece of paper with, I'm going to do probably, yep, let's measure it. And it's my measuring. It's not really measuring. It's like eyeballing it. I'm going to cut this strip off. And like I said, we're using the Rondelle collection, right, by Prima. And my eyeballing goes like this. This is how I do things. Okay, I'm the worst. Don't judge me. This is just how I do. This is how I measure. All right. Oh, that's perfect. Just a little bit of that and about, oh, I don't know, right there. Hey, Miranda. How's it going, girl? Are you doing a little bit better? Having a little bit of a tough day there, Cookie. Hey, Cookie. And we're going to take our little distress tool. We'll come and relax and enjoy the ride, my friend. No, you don't have to use photos. This is what I'm doing because it's a year in review. So for me, photos, I like photos, but you certainly do not have to use photos. By all means, use whatever you'd like. Look how lazy I am. I'm using hot glue. Isn't that brutal? Okay, just like that. I'm just creating layers right now. Hey, Miranda, this is the page that we just finished creating, in case you missed it. Cool. All right. And the other thing we're going to do is I want to create a couple other layers. And what's the photo that we're going to use on this page? I kind of forgot to do that, right? So I'd like to use, this is kind of a fun one. I really like this, and I can kind of cut it up a little bit. And it's kind of moved and funny. So that's why I love them for mixed media projects. Right? Because I can cut them up a little bit. Okay. And I can actually create like circles with them and stuff. I might do that. Okay, just like that. I might distress the photo a little bit too. Okay. All right, just like that. Oh, I'm going to cut a little bit off the bottom. I don't need her whole arm. Perfect. And I love because the blue on her shirt totally matches. And I'm just distressing her photo because it kind of goes with the theme a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and, as I did before, I'm going to take that distress tool and shave some of that color off, right? And it kind of makes it blend together a little bit better. My nail tech hates me. My nails are getting so scratched up. Oh, okay, hang on, you guys. My oldest daughter's here. I gotta go grab the doorbell. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, you guys. She just came back. Woo! Are we supposed to be, I just finished what? What is the rules? Go to my blog. It's on my blog, or send me a private message. I'll send you my blog information. Oh, I just ran. Holy moly. All right, I just want to cut another little square to fit in there. Holy Toledo's. That was something. All right. Wow. I'm out of shape. That's what that's about. That is what that's about. Let me tell you about that. I better start working out this new year. Look at this paper. Is that not gorgeous? Who does not love this collection? Seriously. I know. Rondell is one of my favorites. I just love the tones, everything about it, really. I just absolutely love it. So I want to put a little bit of that awesome lace because I kind of want that page to match. Not match, but just, I kind of want it to blend a little bit together. So I'm going to use that same lace that we used previously. Okay. I'm going to attach it to the back of it. Just like that. A little bit of hot glue. Never hurt anyone. Well, maybe a couple fingers. Right, Miranda? You know. Hey, I need to know who's coming to CHA. Anyone? Anyone? Any CHAers? Any of my CHA girls coming? Who do I get to oh, am I gonna get to meet anyone? I'm thinking I want a little bit of a doily. I'm gonna have it sticking out just like that. I love this lazy man crafting with a hot glue gun. Don't do it very often. It's kind of fun. Okay. This time it's always in California, in Anaheim, and then, but summer CHA is in Vegas, baby. Woo woo. Could go to Vegas. Okay, just like that. Just like that. All right, and the other thing that I wanted to do, what is this that's sticking out? Oh, it's a little bit of the photo. There we go. And I'm thinking I kind of want to make this a little bit so that it's a little bit white. So for this, I am going to use my ATG so that the photo doesn't get ruined. I'm going to do just like that. Who's the center of the universe? Oops. The world ends tomorrow, you guys. Isn't that exciting? And you're spending tonight with me. How privileged I feel. Oh, it's not tomorrow. Maybe it's Friday the world ends. I can't remember. Can't believe you chose to spend tonight with me. Friday, but exactly who's counting anyway? The world's ending. Oh, brother, seriously. I just love this. Okay. And I'm going to kind of go with the same theme that I did on the last one. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to create a kind of a zipper effect. So I'm going to cut this in half. I'm going to cut it right here, I think. What about here? Okay. Just like that. I'm going to create a really cool zipper effect, okay? And we're going to add this just like this. And then we are going to rip this in half. Just like this. One more. And I'm thinking, actually, I really like the flower, so I wonder if we should. Nope. We'll do it this way. I do like the flower to stick out a little bit. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our little zipper, our awesome little zippers by Prima. These are really cute. And then there's also, let me show you the other ones. There's these lovely ones as well. I think I'm going to use these ones. These have little charms in them, whereas these ones don't. And these are called typo zippers. And so I think I'm going to use a white one where it says precious. Okay, and I'm going to cut it out just like this. That's how I preserve my packaging so things don't fall out. Okay. And then I'm going to stick this in there. I'm going to stick this down with a little bit of my hot glue. Okay, just like that. Whoop, whoop. To-doom, ta-dam. And I'm going to put this down like this so that I can actually see the flower a little bit. Okay, just like so. And we're going to do the zipper piece. And we're going to stick the zipper right in. Oh, hang on, as soon as I can get it to work. Stick the zipper like right there. Okay. And what's really great is that you can also use actual zippers, like to line the sides. I'm not going to do that right now for this project, but you certainly could, and that would be really, really fun. I've done that many times, and it looks awesome. I got some hot glue on my photo. How nice. How lovely. Not so much. And then what's really great, if you don't want these little edges to kind of pop up, you can kind of roll them, and then you can actually add a little bit of hot glue right there, and so that you roll them and they can kind of stick just like that. Okay, so that they don't stick out too much, especially if you have a journal, right? You're going to be opening and closing the pages. You might not want them to stick out too much, so just hang onto them tight for a little moment until they get nice and the glue gets nice and hard. Okay, there we go. And then you do the same thing here. And you tuck it in and then roll it a little bit. But make sure that you don't walk away too much from the zipper or it'll look weird. It'll look like it didn't unzip. Okay. And I would leave this just like this because then it can kind of sit any which way. And what would be really cool is to have a little bit of lace showing up from underneath there. Hang on, I'm just going to add a little bit of glue there. I'm not sure any got added. Yep. Just like that. How's everybody doing tonight? Any other questions so far? Okay, just like so. Perfect. It's nice and dry. And I really want to use these little pieces that I kind of have left over, so I'm going to tuck them in. You know, it's really fun to use little leftover pieces for things. So just use them, especially if you've cut them up. Just start plucking them somewhere. That's why you guys know I never glue down my edges for anything, so that I can keep lifting and adding. Okay. And the other thing I'm going to do, I'm just grabbing my tiny little doilies that remember we used on that first show or second show. I'm not sure what show we used it on. And I want to tuck it underneath here. I want a little bit, or actually we're going to use lace because I think it'll be easier. We're going to use our awesome Prima lace that we've been using so far. Okay, and we're going to tuck some of that lace inside there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue right there in the middle. Can you guys see okay? I hope so. Just like that. And then I'm going to cut some of it off. And then I'm going to put a little bit more hot glue. And I'm going to shove it right in there. Just shove it in. And then you have a tiny little bit of lace kind of popping through. Can you guys see that? Okay. Glue a little piece right there. And I have spider webs now all over my photo, which is just fine. Just fine. I'm getting messages that lots of people were having a hard time getting on Ustream. Just an FYI. Which is not good. So just so you know, that's what's been happening. I'm just tucking this in because it's kind of popping up and I'm not liking the way it's popping up. Picky about my page. Come on, what is happening? It's just not quite wanting to cooperate with me. And I promised you we okay? And I'll show you how to do that. Okay? It's a cool little technique using the little bulbs. And this is the Prima packaging from the light bulbs. Hang on, this thing is really not wanting to sit properly. I'm not sure why. Just wants to be really mean to me today. That's why. So give it 1 second. Like 5 minutes. Are you guys talking about weather? Okay, it's so not sticking, which I'll do after the show. I'm not sure what's happening. Something is not sitting quite right for it to not stick. Okay, that's fine. That's not a problem. Maybe we'll stick a little something there. No, we'll do that later. Okay, so let me show you how we're going to create this really cool hot air balloon out of using this Prima packaging that I'll show you, from these little guys. Okay. I've never done this before, but I just thought of it, so that's what we're going to use. So you're actually going to take your hot glue gun. I hope this doesn't melt it, but we shall see. Because it kind of already has the base, all I want to do now is I want to create little, like the little lines that go down, right? So you're going to take your hot glue gun, and you're going to create the little lines that go down. Just like that. Okay. To do. Isn't this a fun way? And then one more on the side here. It's like never throw your packaging out. You can always create the coolest little things. All right, and then I'm going to be careful not to touch it because it will be hot. And we're going to do one more on the side here. And then I'm going to put one big line across right here as the base. Just like that. Fabuloso. Okay, so we're going to let this dry for 1 second. And then what you want to do is you want to take your gesso, your fluid gesso, okay, and I'm going to apply just a little bit on my craft mat. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit down right here. And I'm going to take my paintbrush, any paintbrush of your choice, maybe a little one. Okay, now that we created our little balloon, and as long as it's dry, which it is, awesome, well, mostly, and you're going to take your brush and you're going to paint the balloon because now the texture is going to show through, okay, which is really, really great. Okay, just like that. And then once this is dry, what we're going to do is we're going to spray it and distress it and make it look like a nice grungy balloon. With a little basket. We'll create a little basket or something. Okay, just like that. Isn't this neat? Don't you just love my little hot air balloon? I'm loving it so far. Okay, just going to dry this really quick. You don't want to dry it too hard, because if you dry it too close, the hot glue will start to melt, which will be kind of weird, right? But look so far, right, how cute that is. Cute little hot air balloon. Oops. Cute little hot air balloon, right? That's what's really, really fun about that. And then we can create some cool little strings going down, right, which is really fun. So what we want to do is we want to take that same spray we had earlier, and what did I do with it? It was somewhere here. Did it fall somewhere? Oh, don't tell me I lost our spray. Our show is almost done, but I've lost my sprays. Oh, here it is. It's right in front of my face. And I'm going to add just a slight bit more of that spray. There's just a tiny bit left. Barely anything at this point. So I'm going to put all of it. Okay. And this is the, what do you call it? Bio Boogie Gold by Lindy Stamp Gang. Okay. And I did add a little bit of white gesso to it to tone it down a little bit. Okay, perfect. So what I want to do is now I want to spray my balloon. How fun is that, you guys? And then I'm just, with my hands, I'm just going to rub it around a little bit. And just like this. Perfect, perfect. And I'm just going to blot it, because I want some of the white to show through, but I do want a little bit of extra color on there. Kind of a distressed. Oh, look, I put my thing right on my gesso. Okay, throw that out. Perfect. Bring this back. Look at our cute little balloon. I just love that. So now we need a little bit of string, and I'm going to go grab that really quickly. And here is some of this. I like to use some of this My Mind's Eye. This is a gray twine. And so we're just going to create a couple little strings coming down from it. Right, just like so. We're probably going to tuck this underneath. Thanks. Just a cute little hot air balloon coming down. And what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to wrap. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. Watch this, you guys. I'm going to wrap some of this twine around it. Just like so. Just to give it some dimension and texture. The show is almost over, I promise. I promise. Yeah, I painted it with gesso first, and then I sprayed it with Lindy Stamp Gang and a little bit of whitewash gesso. Okay. And then we're going to have that kind of tucked in at the bottom. So we're going to put a little hot glue at the bottom here so that this tucks right underneath and that it actually comes down this way. So that when I apply it, it's coming down. Okay. And so then I can take a whole bunch of strings and make it, what do you think? A whole bunch of them? Did we do a little basket right here? Or it could just be a balloon. Could just be a balloon that we tuck underneath. I'm thinking that that's what we'll do. We'll do like this, where we can't actually see the basket, but we'll have all the strings coming down. Okay, just like that. Just like this. We're totally running late as usual. As usual. I'm sorry. I can never stick to the timeline. Sorry for those of you that have to go. By all means, I just really want to finish this page. It's just, you know, I get creating and then it's like, gotta finish the page. It's getting kind of weird now. It's getting tucked in underneath, all funny, and oh man, this balloon, it's kind of strange, but kind of good enough at the same time. We might need a couple more strands coming because usually the balloons have 4, right? So we'll tuck that one in there and then one more. So just one right here coming down. Just like that. And then we'll tuck this sucker right inside here. And it will be able to come out. And then one last one, a little one, to be the 4th little strand, because it is a hot air balloon that will kind of come down here. And all of this will be sprayed anyway, so it's not going to look this horrific. At least I hope so. At least I hope so. But I just got some brilliant idea. And what I want to use is, what if the hot air balloon is carrying some of these cute little bird's nest? I don't know. It would be weird. No, never mind. I don't think my idea will work. Okay. It was just an idea that I thought of, but not so much. So we're going to go ahead and take our cute little clocks again. So that's our hot air balloon, okay? That's our little clocks. And then what I like to do is I like to cut even these wooden ones. And I like to use my Tim Holtz scissors because, as you know, I am cheap. And so I like to keep my stuff for a while. Oh man, come on, baby. There we go. And then you just snap them off. And they actually snap pretty easily. Okay, there we go. And you can cut that back piece off because you won't see it anyway. So it doesn't actually matter. And then I'm going to tuck this right underneath here, I think. Or maybe under here. Yeah, right there. Just like that, so that it's coming out. And then I really want to use this other piece. Maybe not. No, I don't. I don't want to use this. I'm going to put it back in the package. And I'd like to use a little bit of flour. And we do have some of this awesome one left over, which I think I'll use. So we have one of these flowers left. So let's use that. And we still have to spray the page before we do anything else. Okay, so I'm going to stick one flower right here. I think we'll do a flower cluster right here on the bottom here, on this side of the page. And so, do we have any flowers left? We have this one left, so let's use that. Okay, just like that. That's how you start clustering. Just start placing, and we will use a little bit of these leaves because I find them so beautiful. Okay, so let's use that. An hour for placement? You're hilarious. Oh, and you know what? I'm cheap, right? You guys know that. So guess what I'm doing? That's right, baby. Cutting it in half. I don't like to waste my Prima. That's right, baby. That's how you get maximum Prima usage. As I like to say, maximum Prima usage. And then I'm going to cut some of these little swirlies out and stick them right in here. Tuck them right in there. Perfect. And then we're going to take, I think we used this on one of our last projects, but this is those trinkets, 554286. Super cute. And we're going to say Bliss. And the blue kind of matches her shirt, so I thought I'd use that. And I'm going to tuck this right in there. and it says Bliss. And I'm totally okay that that's sticking out. That's got a little, I might put a ribbon after the show in there, but right now I like it just the way it is. And I'm just going to grab a couple other flowers that I have in here. And, ooh, I really like these white. These are a little bit older though. I'm not sure you have them in the, they're called Salcuta Dogwood Bright White. Some of my favorites. But I do want to use one because it does have a little bit of that green blue, and it'll look so pretty right there. So pretty. Just love that. Just like so. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay. Poor Hannah has glitter all over her face, and a little bit of, what do you call these? Little scragglies. And then I'm going to do a little bit of tearing. Distressing a little bit, and then let's do a little bit more spraying. I'm going to do a little bit of a leaf right here. This needs a little leaf. Okay, and I'm going to tuck this underneath, just like so. Love that. And then let's also use this little hinge that we used in the last page, okay? And we will model paste it up a little bit just so that we can go ahead and spray it. So that's what I'll do, just like that. Okay, perfect. My phone is ringing and that's not good. Okay, just like that. And we'll add this puppy in. And we're going to do the hinge right on the top here. Okay, just like so. And I'm going to give it a quick heat set so that I can go ahead and spray. Oh, are you leaving, Yvonne? Good night, sweetie. Sorry I'm a little bit late today. Oh, Sandy is, sorry. Okay. We're almost done. I'm just going to spray, and I think we're just about done. So I'm going to spray with the same one as before and move everything out of the way. Make sure, remember, things are facing the right way. Okay. And then we want a little bit of drippage, right? We just make sure that we hit it down just like that, right? And that's how we'll create that drippage. Just like so. I just sprayed my hand. See, that's what happens when you don't pay attention to where your sprayer goes. And then you hit it so that it starts to, and then let's spray this little puppy, which I gessoed, so it'll look weird. So it doesn't look weird. And I love that some came down on the photo. I love that. That is just awesome. Perfect. Let me show you so far. This is how the page turned out. We didn't use any pan pastels on this page, but we used it on the other page. Yeah? Okay, good. So glad you love it. Yeah, it's kind of funky, right? It's like soft colors, and then all of a sudden you add this really cool, because this page actually has quite a bit of color, right? And so this line, it's so funny. It all of a sudden has black and then orange in the midst of like all this softness. So first page, love that. Very grungy, spongy grungy. And then a little bit of a softer page. Okay. Awesome. I hope you enjoyed this show tonight. It is being recorded, so if you want to come back and watch, please do so. For those of you that want to be part of the Lemar Mixed Media Group, please go ahead and send me a private message or to Susie800, who is Yvonne. And thanks again to Yvonne for moderating and being amazing as always. Yes, it's awesome. Pen pastels you can erase, so it's really, really fun for sure. You're so welcome. I don't know how to do the clap either. Thank you so much. Um, have a great night. Email me if you have any questions or concerns or anything you want answered, and I will be sure to answer within 24 hours. I have been a little bit busy lately, and I was fighting a kidney infection. So that's kind of what I was dealing with. So I wasn't crafting very much this past week for sure. So you guys remember I was telling you I wasn't feeling well last time and my back was hurting. I was kind of feeling off. Yeah, it was a kidney infection. It was really bad. So I am doing much better. Yeah, it does kind of stink, but I'm on medication now, so it's like way better now. So thanks again. I'm going to put this, I'm going to shut the recording off and you guys can ask me more questions. And one of the things that I want